What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny Capri and I'm currently in the airport right now. I'm gonna take you along my journey with Wizz Air. I'll be flying them today. I've never flown them before, so I want to see what the service is like, customer service, how it looks on the inside, and I'm gonna show you, so stick around. So I'm currently in Terminal 2. I'll be taking this plane from the Charleroi Airport, which is in Brussels. It's the CRL. Let me take this off for a second. I'll be currently taking this flight from the CRL Airport in Brussels, Belgium to Budapest, Hungary. It's just about a 2-hour flight, hour and 55 minutes. So not that long. I am flying economy, so I bought the most basic ticket. I just have a bag with me and there were no extra charges or anything like that. And I'm in Terminal 2. It's a very small terminal. I just came through security right here, and there's a store right when you leave security, and then you walk into where the terminals are. So I'm just gonna have a seat and wait for my flight. I am just a few minutes early before boarding, so let's go ahead and get to the gate. So as mentioned, today we are flying Wizz Air Airlines. It is a Hungarian-based airline. They're based in Budapest and they're said to be a ultra low-cost carrier. The airline serves many cities across Europe as well as some destinations in North Africa and the Middle East. So as you can see here, check-in has started. We're waiting by the gate before we head outside and onto the plane, but there are already some passengers deboarding the plane. So a few minutes after they deboarded, we then boarded the plane, and that made me feel a little bit uneasy because I'm not sure what their sanitation or cleaning process is, how they had enough time to clean the plane before we boarded. So that made me a little bit uneasy, but they did provide us with sanitation cloths once we did board, and I definitely wiped everything down. So once on board, you'll see the beautiful royal blue and red lined seats. They're pretty normal seats, not too much cushion, but not completely cardboard as well. However, this particular plane didn't have any separation of classes, so we're all economy. All right, let's get ready for takeoff. I did keep this in real time to show you how bumpy the takeoff was, but nonetheless, we made it safely in the air. So while we're up in the air, let's go ahead and get into some details. As you can see, I'm trying to cross my legs here, but it's a bit of a tight squeeze. I'm only about 5'6", so I had just probably about an inch worth of leg room. Now for me, that's not a big deal because I have been on airlines that were less space provided than this here. As long as my feet has some room to stretch out, I'm pretty okay. But I did notice a passenger that his knees actually touched the back of the seat, so if you're tall, that might be something to keep in mind. This airline didn't have any TVs or Wi-Fi. Looking in the back seat, of course, you have the barf bag and emergency instructions. They do have the fold-out tray that does pull closer to you as well. I wanted to show you that this particular flight did not have any headrest support. Like I mentioned, I'm only about 5'6", and my head was about halfway above the seat. So once again, if you're tall, you most likely will not have any support for your neck or your head. But it is a beautiful day, so we had a really smooth flight up above the clouds. I always love looking out the windows to see the different terrain of wherever I'm going. It just kind of prepares me for the start of my trip. But before we land, let's go ahead and take a look into the bathroom and let's see if there's anything special in there, if there's any particular products or anything. Let's take a look and see. Alright, here's the bathroom, pretty standard. It actually was really clean in here, which I loved, and you had a good amount of space all around. Obviously they have the changing table, seat, toilet, sink. So pretty typical bathroom here, nothing much to see. I wanted to mention that I noticed they were selling perfumes on this flight. I've never been on an airline where they are selling perfume, so that was different. They might think someone might need some refreshing before they, meet that special someone at the airport. Who knows? But any refreshments like drinks or snacks were for an additional cost, which is pretty standard for most budget airlines, so this didn't come to any surprise to me. We have about 45 minutes left on the flight, so let's just sit back and relax and enjoy the view from the window. Now, I do fly a lot, but landing always kind of makes me a little bit nervous. On this flight, the landing was really great. It wasn't too strong, too hard, bumpy, or rocky. The pilot did a great job with getting us down safely. Overall, I do want to say I enjoyed my flight on Wizz Air. The flight attendants were very polite and helpful. Of course, English is not their first language, but they really did try to assist anyone that needed help who didn't speak the Hungarian language. So that was really nice because I didn't see any rudeness or disrespectful incidents happening. I would definitely fly Wizz Air again if you're taking a quick short flight between different European countries and you just have like a tote bag or a small carry-on bag, so that way you're not being charged for anything additional. Overall, I had a great experience on Wizz Air. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you would go ahead and subscribe and like this video, leave a comment if you've flown Wizz Air before, or let me know what's your favorite airline.